Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to High Quality Trade Setups, where I give you my highest quality trade setups in the market today, 100% free. Holler at your boy. First off, I just want to say that I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and this video is for educational purposes only. Please do not buy anything solely based on my advice. Do your own research and technical analysis before entering any trades. Thank you. Alrighty, if you are new here, this is the channel where we go over the highest quality stocks in the market, meaning only the top stocks with the highest market caps make the cut. So, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, NVDA, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, these will be the stocks we mainly trade on this channel. So if you're ready to make the highest quality trades of your life, please like and subscribe. Okay, first up we have the SPY on the 4-hour time frame. On Tuesday, the SPY closed at 548.49. It reached a high of 548.62 and a low of 546.73. We were positive 0.25% on the day. Okay, if you watched my last video, I told you guys that we were looking for my trend line here to hold as some sort of resistance. That is sort of what is happening, but I would say that we're just trickling up slowly. We did break the high of Monday's price action, which was 548.77. I told y'all if we broke above that level that we would be moving higher, probably up towards 550 or even higher. This could possibly reach upwards of 552 tomorrow. So we will see what the price action brings. That is if we remain above 548.77. If we fall below that, there is a good chance that we fall back down towards the lows of these candles here. So 546.54-ish. That's where I'd be expecting it to encounter some support. So that's it for the SPY. On Monday, I gave you guys a few trades. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I was a little bit overly confident in that video because, full disclosure, the past few weeks have been good. I have been on point with my trading. Most of my trades have been winners with minus a few small losses, but for the main part, I have been on a winning streak and it has been good. But a little advice for y'all. When you are on a winning streak in the market, you need to try to keep your ego in check because you will start to feel invincible. And when you feel invincible, well, you think you can't lose. And that is when the market just kicks you in the butt. Okay? I promise. Take it from me. I've been in the market for over 4 years now. Every time I get overly confident and after I've been on a win streak, that is when the market shows me who is really in control. All right? And really, I mean, it's not my ego, that's for sure. Definitely need to keep that thing in check. So, yeah, so you watched my video, you noticed I was overly confident in some of these trades. I was more biased on certain directions, even though I did know the possibility that it could go either way on me. But my bias kind of kept me from just looking at what the market was doing and then trading it like that instead of just like, oh, it's not going my way, so I'm not going to trade it. That is exactly what happened on NVIDIA. So my last video, I told you I was leaning short due to a bunch of divergences we were getting. Go back into the 4-hour, you'll see this thing just keeps going up and diverging on the RSI and the MACD. But, you know, that's what happens. I would say Also, from experience, at least the past 2 years, calls seem to have a higher probability of success than puts. I would say we get a lot more divergences as price rises. Keeps tricking people that it's going to fall, but it just, if you trade indicators like I do, but it continues higher. So, I mean, eventually, yeah, you get that move. Say, like, if you've been watching divergences over and over, 2 or 3 times, and then, like, the fourth time is finally when it falls. But you've been, having a short bias ever since that first divergence, and you've missed out on some great trades. So, definitely need to try to stay in a mindset of just focus on what price is doing first. That is key, right? Above all, price action is king. Okay, so I was watching the video on Tuesday morning, okay, and she broke above this trend line, okay, this downward sloping trend line, and it was a signal that we're gonna first go to 132.65 and then up to new all-time highs. All right, first had to take out the high of the candle here. What was that 4-hour candle? Let's go back into it. First had to break above 133.79, which it did, and then it kept reaching higher. Now, if I didn't have that short bias, I would have been in it for calls and trading it upwards. But instead, I just sat back and kind of let price action do its thing while I stood on the sidelines. All right, that is not the funnest thing to do. And what I ended up doing was getting in a trade on Google because it was, following my short bias. Okay, I put a trend line here uh, early in the morning. This had not broken; it had just got a tag of the trend line, and so I was like, "Ooh, if this breaks, we can go short." And then after the 10 o'clock close and into this candle. It broke here. I thought considerable break right there, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna put my entry at the bottom of this candle here, and I'll enter if it breaks the low, and it did. So I was like, oh shit, okay, enter puts and traded down to the next support, which I have here at 175.46. Also with the stop above the candle high, because that is my strategy on the 4-hour. I like to trade only the 4-hour candles, and whenever I get a buy signal, which is usually a break of a trend line, some big price action, and then the MACD to be trading in the same direction, which, yeah, see, the MACD is following along with price. So this was all in all a good trade setup. So I entered, and like 2 hours later, let's just go by the 1 hour and let's see after my entry. Entered here, and then she fell down. Let's see, by noon, it was hitting the about my price target. Did break the low of this candle, so it's like, okay, well, she's probably going to go lower. But ended up, it actually turned around. So ended up getting out of my contracts, not at the low, but definitely before this candle broke up, and got out for a profit. So decent trade on Google, but I mean, because I had that short bias, and really NVDA would have been the better trade there, trading NVIDIA. I also gave you guys Tesla, and I thought Tesla was gonna keep going higher. Funny me, because after Tesla had a 5% day, I'm like, oh yeah, she's gonna jump up again. Just watch. As long as she stays above 187, she's going to 191. Well, that is not what happened. It actually held as a resistance level, and we fell back to support at 182.57. So right now it held, so that's good. Hopefully now she can rise back up to 187.42 and then up to 191.57. I would put a trend line here between these highs, and I'd trade it if she breaks. But there's a possibility now that this trend line might be a resistance line. But if she breaks, good. We're going up to 191. But let's just see. I put the line there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, that's basically all I have for you.